Alright, boys and girls, mainly boys. Hopefully I'm in the middle of the screen. Tell me if I'm not, because every time I go to look at the edit afterwards, I'm always like this. And I look like a fucking idiot. There we go, you can see my pretty lights now. So, in today's video, we're going to be going over texting. Now, texting is my area of expertise. Of the dating advice I've seen online when it comes to texting, I've not seen many guys who can match my level of texting game. And why am I so good? Because that is how I got girls in the beginning. Because I was so unconfident and so unshy, it was a lot easier for me to sit on dating apps and just text girls, or Instagram or Snapchat or whatever. And because I've always been in good shape and I've never been horrendously looking, I always did okay with girls. Never got the results that I wanted early on, but I got enough to get by, I'll say.
2 hours later.
Okay, right. 2 hours later, we are back. We had some guy come view the house, so I had to pause the recording. But anyway, as I was saying, texting is something you all do, but most of you are pretty shit at it because you don't know what the point of the texting is. You think you should be texting her to become her bestie, her best friend, because you want to show her how much of a great guy you are. This is not how texting should be done, and it's not what texting should be used for. You have to understand the more familiarity that you create, the more you kill the attraction between the two of you. There needs to be distance, there needs to be some mystery, there needs to be some element of she doesn't know what you are doing. So with that, we're going to get into 3 texts that women love and why. And these 3 texts that women love, she will never admit this to you. When it comes to dating and relationships, you have to understand that what she wants, she will rarely ever admit this. There are certain things that women find highly seductive, highly attractive, but if you asked her, what do you find attractive, what do you find seductive, she would never admit these things. She would say some bullshit like, just be yourself. I love you for you, just be really nice, just be really kind, buy me some flowers. She'd probably say some bullshit like this because women actually deluded themselves to think that this is the sort of shit they want. But what do they respond to? Not this behavior. So the first text that women love, which she'll never tell you, is the direct order. The be ready for this time, we're doing this, we're going here. Men have forgotten how to be men, and especially when it comes to texting. The biggest thing that I notice with clients, with guys who ask me for advice, is it's a constant negotiation of, do you want to do this? Do you like the sound of this? How about we do this? How about we do that? She doesn't want to have to think. The less she has to think, the more and the better you'll get out of her. What it means to be feminine is to be free of decision making. And the more decisions that she has to make, the less feminine she will be. If you want her to be masculine and to think you're a bit of a pussy, a bit of a bitch for not being able to make some concrete plans yourself, then go ahead, negotiate with her. But if you want the best from her, just tell her, keep yourself free this Friday. We're going to go for a drink. We're going to do this. Make yourself free this Friday. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Because if she can't do the Friday, she'll just tell you, sorry, can't do the Friday. And if she's keen, she'll say, I can't do the Friday, but can you do Saturday? Can you do Sunday? This is a strong indication that she's interested, because this is far better than you saying to her, do you want to do Friday? Because she's either going to say yes or no. You're going to get the same sort of response, so you might as well sound more confident whilst you're doing it. If you're going to get rejected, why not do it sounding confident as opposed to negotiating? Number 2, this is the qualifier message. Now, if you've read my texting guide, which is in the description below, it's a free texting guide and probably the most useful thing you will read when it comes to texting. You will know that the aim of texting when you're getting her on a date, whether it's from dating apps or social media, the point of this is to make her qualify herself to you, aka prove herself to you. She has a million simps in her DMs who are trying to prove themselves to her. They're trying to prove why he's good enough for a date, why she should pick him. Do you think this sounds confident? Do you think this sounds headstrong? No, of course it doesn't. It sounds very needy, very desperate. And this is what every guy is doing.
Haha, I'm such a fun guy, you should choose me. I love this.
You sound needy, bro. I was gonna say something else which I can't say on YouTube. Comment below maybe what you think it was, or DM me. Maybe don't comment below because I don't want my shit getting flagged. But yeah, so when you're gonna invite her out for a date, before you actually set the date or say, meet me for this time, you want to say something like, if you're good company, maybe I'll invite you out. This always worked incredibly well, and if I remember to, I'll flash some screenshots of text messages while my editor can do this for me. I'm saying if I remember to, like it's me editing the videos. When it comes to texting, yeah, I would always say, hopefully you're good company, because then I might invite you out. Maybe we'll do something. Because by saying maybe, you're telling her my time is valuable. I don't just give you my time. You have to prove that you're worth my time, worth the investment. The more you get into the habit of making your time seem valuable, the more she'll actually think your time is valuable, because the goal of texting is to give yourself some status, to make yourself seem like you're more important so that she chases you a bit more. Because if you're chasing her, then she's probably never going to meet you. Or if she does, she's going to just use you for the meal, for the drinks. Especially with older guys who are a bit more out of touch with this, because they're from a time where being a gentleman worked. They think, if I just be really nice and I lead, I offer to take her for dinner, she'll love this. Yeah, she might have loved this 60 years ago before there was the competition of social media, but these days that shit does not fly. So yeah, have her qualified to you, have her saying things like, of course I'm good company, of course I'll be fun. Because when you do that, now you're the one in the position of power, and now it's easier. And this isn't some like weird power dynamic thing, but in order for you to stand out when it comes to texting, this is what you have to do these days. If you don't want to do this, then don't do it, but you will not get the results that you want, and you'll be left with the shit. If you want the shit, then stick to your current texting methods. And the third and final message that she loves but will never tell you is the nothing message. Now, I've made a few shorts about this, and people are like, nothing? How can you say nothing, Matthew? Yes, nothing. Sometimes leaving her on red is a good thing. Like, you read the message and then don't reply for a few hours. You forget to reply. Again, the goal is to make her seem like you're busy. You're a man of value. A man of value isn't sat waiting, when is she replying? He doesn't do that. This is because if you've ever spoken to a hot girl, you'll know that she's hard to get a hold of. You'll know she gives you very little to work with. She doesn't text you very much. You feel like a beg when you're texting her. You want her to feel the same thing when she's texting you. And then in person, you can chill and be more normal and not have to overthink so much. I would do this with girls. Let's say she asks me a question or she texts me back. I'll leave her on red for half a day. And then when she double texts and say, why are you not texting me? I tell her I'm busy. Or I ignore that because now I seem like I'm somebody of value. I'm doing things. She starts to think, is this guy seeing other girls? What's he doing? What's more important than me? Now she realizes, okay, I'm dealing with a man who's more important, who's busier than my average guy. This guy is cool. And now she's a million times more likely to meet you. So these were just 3 of the things that women love but will not tell you when it comes to texting. But again, read my texting guide below because there's so many more things that you can learn when it comes to texting that she won't tell you. And for me, I was good at this, so I picked this up naturally. But go and read the texting guide. It'll make your life a lot easier. So as always, if you want to work with me one-to-one and you want to get direct guidance through this, because my clients get the privilege of, they send me screenshots of texting or text messages, I will walk them through it step by step. I'll get them on a date, and I get my clients several dates by doing this. If you want to discuss the possibility of working with me, and if you want to see if you are possibly a good fit for me, then you can book a free call below in the bio. This is the only place that I advertise the free call, because on Instagram you won't find this link, on TikTok you won't find this link, on Twitter. So yeah, YouTube, you guys are the lucky ones, the guys who are watching this. So if you want the chance to speak to me and work with me longer term, to get more dates, to get the girl back, understand female nature, finally build that confidence you always wish you had, then yeah, you can book the call below. But otherwise, go and watch my other videos wherever they are here. And until the next video, see you all later.